what you got. Push it down, son, it's more than just lip. Come on, girls, I know you know what you want. Come on now, come on. You're beating walls, now you just won't quit. You play with shapes, but they just won't fit. I know you love me, you don't know what you like. You're watching
the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, we'll see the Golden Warriors as they play against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. And for Oklahoma City, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like a long off season. All right, OKC lives and dies by the jumper, and they seem to like it that way. I don't know when the last time a team that shot that many jumpers actually won it all. Do you think this Thunder team?
It's time, everybody welcome the Oklahoma City Thunder, started!
Oklahoma.
This is Kevin Durant.
Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Great to be with you. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellum as 2K Sports presents this Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the one. They grab their own miss. No good from Lee.
That's 3 misses to start the game, guys. Does not bode well here early.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Here's Perkins. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Well, when you join a team like the Warriors with the shooters they have, you're bound to have some of that magic rub off on you. And that was the case for Iguodala last season, especially early on.
Durant cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got the first basket of the game for the Warriors.
Well, they needed that one finally. That's just 1 of 5 now overall.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business. Operating down there with the big fellas. Always a threat, guys. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded in the gym range.
Yeah, he's got the defense completely spread out now. I mean, they have to honor him practically when he crosses half court. Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's Curry. Warriors the rebound. From deep three-point range.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Perkins with the bucket. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Curry wide open. Another miss by Curry. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jackson off target from three-point range. And for the Warriors, they're shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Curry can't get it to go. Durant for 3. Rebound Bogut. On defense, Oklahoma City. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Curry. Perkins with the block. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Durant, no good.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Here is Durant. following the basket by Stephen Curry, and he gets the bucket.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
The Warriors trail. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court, and you know, there was a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So it shows you about Scott Brooks.
And Steve, Kevin Durant, truly one of the best scorers, and the statistics would show that league-wide every year, and last season's MVP.
Well, he's improved his game in pretty much every category, whether it's rebounding, ball handling, passing, defense. Incredible to see a player who was already historically great just take his game to another level.
Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Thompson for the triple. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And with Kevin Durant, his goal is to become the greatest player in NBA history. Nothing less. That's what he's striving for. He sees that potential in himself, believes it is there, and I think that motivates him.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Westbrook. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Green up on top. Guarded by Jackson. No good.
And I don't really like that shot. He can make it occasionally, but to me, that's too deep.
And that definitely wasn't one of them.
Durant, that's good.
And what I see with Durant, he's fallen in love with the process of becoming great. The hard work isn't so hard for him because he truly enjoys the process of working to get better at basketball.
Again, the miss by Green.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the... pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot. There have been a number of nicknames floated around for Kevin Durant. Everything from the simple KD to the Durantula. But the internet came up with a good one for him last season during his hot streak, calling him the Slim Reaper. I like them all, though.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Jackson. And it's Lamb in there for Russell Westbrook. Now Lamb. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. There's the pass to Morrow. Collison against Lee. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. You know, one of the nicknames, guys, that came out regarding Durant was the Slim Reaper, and it caught on pretty quickly. Durant was only lukewarm to it, which is typical of Kevin. Didn't want to bring a lot of attention to himself. Steve, if I remember, he said he just prefers KD. Am I right? Or the servant?
Yeah, that's right. The servant he talked about, which reminded me of Tony Kukoc's old nickname, the waiter. But it tells you everything you need to know about Durant. He prefers to be known from a moniker that serves others rather than glorifies himself. That's Durant.
And here is Durant after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Curry with another miss. Now Collison. Lamb. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Shoots. No good from Durant.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Thunder lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Livingston is out there with Rush, and it's Spates in at the 5 spot.
That's a bad shot. He's not a good three-point shooter anyway, and that was just too deep.
I'm with you on that, Steve. Which one of us should break it to him?
It's not his forte. I don't really like that shot, and you can tell the defense is just asking him to take it.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Nobody near Barnes. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Lamb passes to Morrow. Second shot opportunity, and it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got his first points in this one.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And you look at the star challenge for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, you know, forever unanswered.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during the season. If you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker. You don't recover as fast. And that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Durant comes in for Jones. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook has subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, Stephen Curry, arguably the league's best perimeter shooter. Curry said, I love everything about shooting, but mostly that perfect form when your body is in rhythm from the time you plant your feet to the time you release the ball. Everything is smooth and calm. It moves through you like a wave. It's a beautiful thing. Kevin, no doubt.
It is indeed. Thanks, Doris.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Curry with a wide open look from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
Durant, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now here's Curry, 17 points in the game.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
What a performance from Durant here. He's got 24 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, try to get into his airspace.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Perkins is checked in.
Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
The Thunder leading by 9. The wide open look for Durant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. That's 29 points for Kevin Durant.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College. But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts. So he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard.
Oklahoma City has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And that one's good. Westbrook's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
1:41 left now here in the second. From the arc. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Warriors trail by 15. Here's Curry with the three. The long distance three is buried.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Westbrook can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Stolen by Durant. Puts up the prayer. But they recover it. Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
No luck.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Warriors shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Perry Jones comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
Anthony Morrow.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Westbrook missing. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Green. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Westbrook can't get it to go.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Golden State moving it around. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. Back to Jones. Out to the right wing. Morrow dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Lamb. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And that concludes the first half. Thunder out in front, up by 12. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem?
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing.
Ran outside at the three with Ibaka playing the power forward. Reggie Jackson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Perkins in at the center position. That's the room for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch him, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. Throws it from deep. Perkins pulls it in. Perkins got 4 rebounds now tonight. Goes back up. And it's Westbrook laying it in. Westbrook's got 8 points.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Thompson misses.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swingman, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying.
Oh, my, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself. If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real him.